Hello, my artists. So today we are going to be making artwork out of words. So here I have one example. So what I did was I drew out my flower picture with a pencil kind of lightly on my paper, and I drew out this little sun up here with these little sun rays, little triangles for my sun rays. And then I took some marker colors that I wanted to use, and I just wrote a bunch of words, not even full sentences. I'll read a couple of them. This one just says, pretty purple petal, and then I just repeated that a lot. I'm making another very purple petal here on the left side, and then I just kept repeating that. So it seems a little silly, but I just kind of came up with different words and sentences that just came off the top of my head while I was sort of coloring in my drawing using words. So usually if you were just going to color this in, you'd just color it in solidly with purple. But since we're using words, you're going to come up with whatever words or sentences that come to your mind, or that this color reminds you of as you fill in those sections. So you see I've just filled in with a few different lines of my purple color. And then over here, I even put a long green stem for my purple flower, and then a green leaf over on the right side of my flower. And then I did the same for my sun up on the top and the center of my flower. So all you'll need for this is to pick out a pencil and some paper, and then just draw out whatever it is that you want to draw and fill in with words. And then you need to pick out some marker colors. So I just have a little assortment of markers. You can also use crayons or colored pencil, whatever you want, anything that's colorful. And then just start writing with whatever color you want. So I wanted my petals to be purple, so I just wrote inside of all of my petals, inside of my pencil marks, with that purple color. And I just wrote things, like I said, that just came on the top of my head that the color purple was reminding me of while I was using it. So let's go over a new example. So here I drew out a little kitty cat. It's really light with my pencil, so it's a little bit hard to see. So I think I want to start with the eyes. So I'll start with the pupil, so this inside part of the eye. So I'll take my black and I'll just write black pupil, and then black pupil. And then I'll do the same over here. So I'm just writing, usually I'll write the name of the color and then just kind of keep writing what comes to my head while I keep writing. Okay, I think I want my cat's eyes to be green. So I'll use green over here. Green eyes. You can see I'm stretching that. So my YES got even bigger as I went on because I wanted to fill in more of that space. So you can do that too, to fill in more of that space. So you can watch me do that over here too. E, and then my Y is going to be really big to fill in that big space down there. And then it'll get smaller because I have a smaller. And then I'm going to write green on this side with big E's, and then my N over here. So you can see I've kind of moved that word around so that it fills in that space a little bit more. So you can do that too, so you fill in the space a little more with your words. I think I'll make my cat's nose purple because that's another color I have sitting over here. So I'll write nose, and then maybe I'll just write purple, really small. Okay, and I want my cat to be maybe orange. So I'll get my orange marker, and I might decide, since I'm going to fill in such a big space, that I'm just going to write in straight lines all the way across and just skip over the parts that are outside of my cat. So I'll show you what I mean. So maybe I'll write this And then I'm skipping over because I'm going to write in straight lines. You don't have to do this. You could just write down the ear and then kind of keep going that way. But I'm going to go in straight lines. This is an orange cat. And I am going to fill him with the color orange. So then I would keep on going. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have finished filling in my little cat. So I even wrote a little story about a cat that I used to have named Bella, and then I talked about my new cat that I have that is called Benedict, but I call him Benny. And I just kind of filled in the rest of it. Down here, once I got to this line, since I was still using orange, I followed this curve around instead of doing the straight line to make it look a little bit different. And I also wrote in all capital letters, so that made it look a little bit different too. And then in the background, I haven't finished it all the way, but I just wrote background all the way across in purple, and then green all the way across in the color green, and then I would go back and forth between purple and green to make a pattern. So we have learned about patterns before, so you guys should know what that means. So you could do a pattern in the background of yours, you could fill it all in the same color, you could even do a whole rainbow in the background, or you can add other shapes and things in the background too and fill those in with your color words. All right, so I hope that you guys had a lot of fun with this project. Here are my 2 examples again. So you guys can do this project making whatever you want. You can make a flower or another plant like I did. You can make a cat or a dog or any other animal that you like. You can even make a drawing of a house or a person. This is really up to you, and you can use your own creativity on it. Don't forget, once you are finished, to take a picture of your artwork so that I can see it. You can even take a picture of yourself with your artwork like this, and send it to me through the Google form that is in my Bitmoji classroom. If you click on the little laptop on the table, that'll open up the Google form. You'll have to fill out your name, your teacher's name, your grade level, and then upload the picture of your artwork as well. All right, have fun, guys.